Crops dying, earthquakes, floods. The economy collapsed because of all those natural disasters. But a lot of the blame went to mutants, Homo superior. Some call them the next stage in human evolution. Others, a threat to our very existence.
Charles Xavier is dead. Struck down when he and Magneto faced the menace called Bastion.
Magneto has not been seen since the Bastion incident.
Your genes don't decide your destiny. You do. We all do.
What's up, guys? Jogan here from the Crave Crew, and I'm taking a look at the beginning of X-Men Destiny. Now, I haven't played too much of it yet. The Crave Crew is going to start posting videos of our first impressions of games, so you guys can get an idea about the game quicker, and you don't have to wait for us to actually play all the way through it to get an idea about what the game's like. So, let's talk about X-Men. X-Men Destiny is the newest game by Silicon Knights, and it's supposed to be a superhero RPG pretty much. Now, as awesome as that sounds, it doesn't seem to be too much like an RPG yet. The levels are pretty linear, pretty straightforward, and there's not really too much to explore. The only thing you get from exploring is you can find some collectibles, you can find some X-Genes, and then there's a couple like challenge arenas that you can find. Now, what I believe is the best part is that they created 3 brand new characters never before seen for you to choose from. This gave the game developers a clean slate for the story. They didn't have anything to follow, no guidelines at all for the main characters in the game. So, in the beginning of the game, you get 3 choices for your main power set. And this choice determines what most of your powers will involve for the rest of the game. Like, one of them, my personal favorite, is using dark matter to materialize weapons around you. Another is changing the density of your body. So say your hand turns into obsidian to do a shitload of damage. And then the third is shooting energy at your enemies. Now, besides your main power set, throughout the game you acquire X-Genes, which gives you the ability to customize other powers. Like, one replaces your dodge with, say, a short burst of speed that does electrical damage to any enemies that you pass. And all of these X-Genes you acquire are based on powers that other mutants have. Now, you also get to choose whether you fight for the X-Men or for Magneto's Brotherhood. Now, so far, it's not really too complicated. I mean, I've started the game on both sides, and the only difference has been 1 or 2 missions. The choices haven't directly affected the story at all, but I'm really hoping it's going to change. I mean, it's pretty much just having the same conversation every time, just different characters talking. So, to wrap this up, X-Men Destiny seems okay so far, but I would have liked it to be a little more of an RPG, a little more of a free world, and more to explore. But so far, I'm pretty happy with it. Seems like it will be a fun game, at least. So stay tuned for a full review. This is Jogan from the Crave Crew. We got what you crave.
Show the world that peace can be achieved. Today, the future begins with a gesture of trust on both sides.